Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Tyrese Gibson disappeared August the 22nd, 2020. He was last seen at his residence, picked up by a young lady named Brianna. 4 suspects have been arrested in the disappearance of Tyrese Gibson. The 4th suspect will be tried as an adult. Any information can help. If you know anything, please call Jacksonville Police Department 903-586-2549. If you see something, say something. Hold your power.
I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up today. It's August 11th, 2011. I don't like this camera, what it's doing here. It's all blue. It is blue today. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's see if we can do it like that. It's just going to be blue. Let me try one more thing. Hold on. Maybe if we put some yellow in there, it'll get a little more lighter. The electrician's supposed to be in here this morning. He's going to come. He just called me. He wanted to call me as soon as we go live. You would notice it either going to be a fly or it's going to be the electrician. Okay? So anyway, you guys, I've got something to share with you today. Make sure that as you come in the building, you give the thumbs up. Come on, family, give the thumbs up. Jolena Berry, your gift is out to you, so you should be looking forward. It's coming. And I think that's it. It is so blue, but this is a white. Let me go off into, well, it looks blue to me, but over here, it looks okay. So it's just weird. Weird. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Okay. Hey, family. How is everybody doing? I'm glad to see everybody that I see in the house. And the ones I do not see, I am happy to see you also. Thank you guys for showing up and being a part of this family. Make sure if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and click that bell so you can become a part of this family. Let us know that you are new. We will greet you formally in a very beautiful way. We have mods in the house. If you see them with a wrench and their name lights up in blue, they are mods and they are here for you. They are on your side to guide you and help you navigate through the chat. So if you do not know some rules or regulations, they are there to give you warnings, and they are there to help you become part of the family, because that's what we want. We want a big family. We don't care where you come from. We don't care what you look like. We don't care what you're going through. Become part of this big family, because it's going to grow. And it's going to grow with you or without you, but we would rather for it to grow with you. This is a Christian community-based channel, but you do not have to be a Christian to be over here. I'm just letting everybody know, because within time, everybody will see their destination. And so, hey, that is your choice, okay? But you might get changed over to a Christian over here, but it's all good, okay? I want to thank, I see Betty Mosley for the super chat, and I had something to ask her, because and I want to thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And when people give super chat, it helps our channel to do what we need to do, especially when we got to go out of town and handle things. It takes the stress of your channel holder, host, which is me, and sometimes some of the people that's in the chat, which come out and help also. You don't pay for this. It just helps alleviate some of the bills and the stress that we have to endure, which comes out of our own pocket. So thank you very much. Thank you. 0874 says, Super Chat done scared me. That will wake you up. I'm telling you, that will wake you up. Everybody was asking for a Super Chat dance with nothing but the kids and the babies. And so I put no adults. Well, the only adult on there was, the baby was beating him up. So we put that together. But did you guys see the one lady? She was doing this Super Chat dance. And then, her grandma or her mama or something sitting in the chair. She done papped her in the head backwards and forwards. She ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? She was ready to rock and roll. So, everything like that always happens for a reason. So I want to just tell you guys, thank you. You got to have some laugh about sometimes. All right. So we got another Super Chat in the house. We got Huda in the building. Hey, Huda, how's it going? She says, SP, continue spreading awareness for the victims. Yeah, praying for Cash Carter, Cecilia, Classic, Michael, Monkey, Summer Wells, Amari, and Samuel. We have covered every last one of those cases. Thank you, Huda. Thank you for the Super Chat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you, Huda. Thank you for the Super Chat. Betty, thank you for the Super Chat. And thank you, Rita, Shelly. I see you guys in the building. Jojo, thank you guys for using your dancing women, and especially for using your emojis, especially you members in here. And if you see them with the warrior lady on the side of them, that means they are members of this channel. That helps. That's continuously helping. And I appreciate every last one of you guys. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for believing that we can make a difference. And I just want to say thank you. And it will get better. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still teachable. I'm still teachable. So anyway, let's get on into the topic. It's 14 minutes after the hour of, no, it's not. It's 10 minutes after the hour of 5. And you guys, that's why I came on a little bit early. I am still a little bit of drowsy and everything because, I've been running, doing some things. Supposed to have that electrician over here this morning. I seen 9 a.m. He said it says 9 p.m. Then he calls me right before the live, and I'm like, hey, I'm live. I can't talk to you right now. I've been free all day. You could have called me all day. But nevertheless, he'll probably come over here around about 7. So I won't stay on here the whole entire time because I do have something I have to get prepared for you guys. I'm going to tell you something. Hey, Leslie. Hey, how you doing? Your stuff is out to you also. So be watching for it, okay? But I want to say thank you. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody. Everybody in here is awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you're not scared to ever show up. I'm glad you're not scared to ever participate. And you guys, it will get better. Hey, Tanya M., how are you? Joanne, how are you? Lexus does games. Haven't seen you before. Thank you for showing up. Moonlight, how are you? 0874, how are you? Diane, Linda, Sonia Watts, T-Star, Betty's in here, Miss H. Betty, I would like to invite you on tomorrow's channel. I know it's going to be a pop-up, but I'm telling you guys, I would like to invite a family member in just to participate with the one-on-one with me as just conversating about something I'm going to share with you guys. I was going to spin it off tonight. I will give you one. Hey, Sugar Mama, how are you? I will give you one video that I have. And it is induced by a young man named Kenny. His name is Kenny Earl. He came in here a couple of days ago. And you guys, I always say, looky here. I know sometimes we get a little bit upset. People come here trying to push us around, tell us what to do and what we were supposed to look at. Now, I always say, don't go rejecting anything before you see what's going on. And so, we straighten out some things with each other. I got respect for him. He's got respect for me. And just slow it down, Kenny, so we can hear what you're saying, because he talks like 1,000 miles a minute. You can't understand what he's saying because it's like you be like, hey, stop, hold on. You guys understand what I'm saying? So when you finally can get this young cat to slow down, or you go back to the video and slow the video down. That's what I have to do to hear what he's saying. Okay, now I can understand what he's saying. That's when you talk so fast, maybe they talk fast because they're nervous, or they're just fast talkers. I don't know. But he was sharing his theory with us. Okay? And I wasn't knocking his theory. I just said it's just crazy to me. It's something of that nature has happened. He was very respectful when he came, and he thought we were just beating him up. No, we're not gonna beat you up. We're not gonna beat you up, but we want to understand what you're saying instead of getting told. Like that's like cattle. Get over there, drink the water, eat the breakfast. No, just come to us, just like we're trying to understand you. So anyway, and yeah, the video was also drowning him out. The video was, and there was no way I could lower the video because the app that it was on, the app that I had it on, it had no volume where I could turn it down. It wasn't like it was on Facebook or it was the news, or it was, like I shared my computer. It was, I download the video as is, and that's how we had to play it. Okay? I wasn't prepared for Kenny. I'm a little bit prepared for Kenny. You guys, I'm a little bit prepared for Kenny. I'm going to tell you, I've done something to the video Kenny told me to do. Kenny came in here. Shalana Phillips says, I couldn't hear anything. All right, Cupcake, how you doing? Crystal, how you doing? But let me explain to you, how did you guys like the thumbnail? Did you guys enjoy the thumbnail? Thank you, Barbara Cohen. Thank you for the super chat. Did you guys enjoy that? Because there's a reason why I put that there. Okay. Everybody just started dancing. They was like, we want to dance. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. So the title of this live that we're doing is Perception, you guys. Perception. And I know you all understand and know what perception means. A perception can be different and looking at the same thing. I can look at this pen, and that's what I see. I see a pen. You can look at this pen and see a weapon and get offended. Is that true or is that not true? Is that a good definition of perception? That's a very good definition of perception. Perception. Very easily differentiate from person to person. It all depends on your knowledge. It all depends on what you know, the information that you have analyzed this situation or person or place or thing. And it also depends on the history and the environment that you're in. All of these things is included when you're in the middle of a perception. You're trying to understand and explain to someone else. So first of all, I want to tell everybody, this case, yes, it is very serious, but you do not get nowhere arguing your case with another person. It's your perception. And when you come to this channel, especially this channel, your perception is not as more important than anyone else, and also the creator. Because I see your perception doesn't mean that it's true, it's fact, or it needs to be in this chat. You understand what I'm saying? There's people here that you can't ask them a question about their mother because their mother wasn't in their life. Doesn't mean that they're bad people. Doesn't mean they can't understand how you love a mother or how a mother's supposed to love you, because their perception of a mother they did not get at the time, and they know that. And sometimes people will tell you, I don't know how a mother's supposed to act. I don't know if she should have gave the babies the breakfast. It doesn't mean whatever perception of a woman they have might be a little bit harder on a woman than what you would feel on a woman. You could feel like, oh, she can wake up at 11 o'clock. They looking like, no, she need to get her butt up. And that's a fact. This is what I said, and I'm breaking this down because I don't want no one, especially family members. I open my doors so that you can call me, even after lives and everything, to feel that anyone in here to call me and start hollering at me. I do not give you the right to do that. No one. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you have done for this channel. You do not have the right. You will not call me and start hollering at me because of your perception. Okay? I'm never going to call you and start hollering at you about my perception. First of all, I have much more respect for you. If I don't like something you said, then I know what I need to do. Second of all, you are a woman or a young gentleman, so hollering gets us nowhere. Okay? So when we are professional or when we're trying to take care of business, let's keep it professional. If you cannot keep it professional, wait till you calm down. I know that this case gets a little bit stressful, especially when that indictment came down. Everybody was in their feelings. I was in my feelings too. So you're going to get some yelled at back. Because I told you guys, it didn't matter if we knew it was coming. It's still going to feel some kind of effect. We knew that. And it ain't no way to even get prepared for it. It's just It's not a good feeling. But that don't mean everybody lose their mind. You can't do something with those feelings. You know what you do? Just go sit back with them. Because you're not going to come yelling at the messenger. Okay? And I'm going to say that because it's true. Just like Monica perception that when she sees something on this video, her perception is that's DB coming back to get Carter. That's what she say her perception is. That's what she think when she see the surveillance, as she say. Am I right or wrong? But that's her perception. I'm not going to call her up, start hollering at her, talking about, girl, you know that boy didn't come back to get the next baby. Why you say this and why you say that? Well, there's a video. People tell me, I got a picture. That makes it fact. Now, you tell me, just because you got not even a still picture, this woman's got a video of a person which she calls DB, allegedly. I don't know. It could be him. It could not be him. The first person or the second person. And her perception is he coming to get the other child. Is that not her perspective? Is that or not her perspective? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys see the same thing I see. That is her perspective. Okay? Does it make it a fact because she has video? Her perspective. Does it make it a fact? It's a perspective. It's not a fact. Learn the difference from a perspective and a fact. That's what I'm asking you guys to do. It does not make it a fact because she has a video and that's what she says. That's what she says. Now, it all depends on who you get your information from. If you go to other YouTubers that's YouTube drunk all the time and get your ideals and call them facts, then that's where you need to put them in the chat at, over there, not over here, because they're not facts over here. I just want you guys to know the difference from a fact and a person's perspectives. So when you start spreading the ventum, because that's what it is, about someone, you could be doing a lot of damage. And when I ask you, please do not do it over here. That's what I please want you to respect and not do, okay? Let's not argue about it. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be trying to speak to you and tell you how I think a perspective and a fact is totally different. And if we are Christians, and if we are trying to do the right thing, the right reason, and get the truth, you can take what I'm saying and understand. I'm saying this in a loving way. That's the difference from a fact and a perspective. Just because you hear it or somebody says it or they got a still picture, it doesn't make it a fact. When we went and checked out information about reports and neighbors, that's not what we heard. Matter of fact, we didn't hear none of that. None of it. It was one person's thought or perspective, and they've been going around telling everybody. They went to this channel. They went to 2 channels. I don't care. Doesn't make it a fact. Come on, you guys. This is not 3rd grade. We got smart people in here. I don't care if it's in the newspaper. It doesn't make it a fact. It doesn't make it a fact. You know what they had in the newspaper too? Monica was the biological mama. You know what? You know what the Dallas police did? Let her identify them kids as hers. You know what else they said? Monica was the girlfriend and not just a friend. And you know what else they done said? She woke up late because of Cash didn't wake her up. And you know what else they said? It doesn't make it a fact. I'm not even gonna get into a conversation about it. If you don't understand it, it's because you got your mind set to be right when you're wrong. And see, I just don't even have room or time for it because it doesn't make sense. But if you want to talk about it, you can call me, but you will not call me and yell at me. Okay? You lose those privileges. You never had them. And don't ever try to do that again. Because it's very disrespectful. Anyway, you guys, let me get on to what Kenny was saying. Okay? Kenny has said into the conversation the other day, he was like, SP, if you put a grid up there, you can just basically see the person shrinking. He said this. And I said, are you shrinking? You know, and I said, Kenny, what are you talking about? He was like, they doing this shadow face swapping, switching thing. And I'm going to tell you guys something. So I put a grid on top of the video. I fastened the video up because I want to see was the person going to shrink or whatever. Because if you fasten it up, well, at first I did it normal time. 4 minutes and 40-something seconds. I really didn't see no difference. If he moved, yeah, then it went down. I even put a little red mark there. Then I fastened it up. I'm going to show you. I put the grid on there. Like Kenny said, I wish Kenny was here. But I would like you guys to look at the video with the grid on there. But that's not that's the video I'm sharing with you today. I want everybody to get into your mind because it's going to overwhelm you. I talked to one of the family members today, and they gave me some really good advice. You know what they said? They said, SP, lay down. Don't answer that phone. Go get you some sleep. I said, I haven't got the video ready yet. I said, I watched it all night long. I watched it all night long while I'm at work. And you know what? I couldn't believe my eyes. It's 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And I was intense. And as I sat there, and sometimes you might have to go look at this video 2 or 3 times. I'm just not knowing where to put it. Should I put it on this channel? Should I put it on our other channel? Or you guys don't even know about our 3rd channel. You guys don't even know about it. Maybe I'll put it on the 3rd channel. Maybe you guys will find the 3rd channel. You might find it then. Sure, see, I'm very dedicated because this is very serious. And I think that in this video, if I would not have listened to Kenny and just got all my pennies in a bundle and just was like, whatever or something, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have went back and did some more stuff to see what I see. Penn says, I don't want to go hunt for it. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to give you guys that information. I want you to look at this grid first. Because let me just get done talking. I want you guys to look at this grid. And you can always go back. I don't want to make this a long live, but you know, you can see my eyes is like red, like, wow, she's still tired. Here we go. Okay, you guys. As like I said, that's a 4-minute video. I speeded it up to it could be 1 minute, and that's why when he said Pokash, it sounded like a little mice. And then you did hear something like a baby crying or something. I don't know what it is. It wasn't me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that noise was. I thought maybe it was a pager or beeper or something. But I wanted you to see the 4-minute video. We made it, speed it up really quick. Because I wanted to see, was the grid going to change quickly, differently? And you know what? It really didn't change that we could see it when we speed it up. I mean, like the growth or the, if it did grow, I stopped it. He was taking a step. And like just like what I'm doing right now. If I move forward, it looked like I grow, but I don't grow. It's just I sway in. See, if you see the top of my head with the light fixture right now, it looks like a crown on top of my head. But if I move back, it looked like I shrunk. I didn't shrink. It's just I moved my head forward and I moved my head back. It's called the perception. Your eyes of perception tells you a lot of detailed things that we need to consider. And so when he swayed, he looked taller. And then if he swayed this way, or if he had his head down, he looked like, he was short. And then raised his head up, like he got his head down. Then he raised his head up. Perspective. Yes, you can see there is a little bit of a height difference. I really love this channel, and I'm a grandmother for 8 grandchildren and so happy for them. All right. Nice to have you in the building. How to say your name? Analia. I don't know. Please share it with me one day so I don't say it bad, terrible. People that I say their name terrible, they just don't correct me. I'm sorry. The ones that call in, they say, you always say my name wrong. I say, well, you didn't never correct me, but I'm trying. I do be trying. She said, yes, I heard it like a baby crying. I heard it too. Sugar mama, I heard it too. That's one thing. I heard it too. Afterica says, hey, congratulations. I just pray there is full justice. Yes, we all pray. We all pray that there is going to be justice in this case. And I do believe that there's going to be justice in this case. And I want to thank Kenny for not running away because of us women and letting us pick in his head and listen to him. We didn't beat him up. I bet you he felt like he was getting beat up. But just don't come in here and be telling us go eat the breakfast and just shut up and don't do that. He was like, I'm trying. My computer's broke, my keyboard. Hey, Kenny, we can help you. You could have told me you needed a keyboard. I would have sent you one. Okay? Really nice one, too. My neighbor, he makes them all the time. And he has thousands of them. So if you needed one, just tell me and I go over there and say, hey, I need probably about 4 or 5 of these. Can but like I said, I can get them all day long for nothing. But you said you got a handle. But if you don't got a handle, then, reach out to me and let me know. Because those come a dime a dozen. We'll send you one. Tiffany says, SP, please play it again. Okay. You asked me to play it again. I'll play it again for you. Okay. So you guys, this video, this live will be up so you guys can look at it again. And always remember perception. Don't get all angry if somebody don't see what you see, hear what you hear. Think about it. It's perception. Okay. But I do want to share with you something. And it wasn't in this little clip. I've got another video. I haven't downloaded it. And this one shows a whole lot. When I say a whole lot, I don't even know if I'm going to have it ready tomorrow. I might. I just need time to look at it again. Oh, I see what I see. And it don't make sense what I see. What it makes sense to me, I will share with you right now. We got about 15 minutes. I see something on the person that's walking in the door. I have not altered this video at all. The only thing I've done with this video altering it is my time lapse. That's it. Because I want to see every move. And I see almost a whole person or something in front of the person walking in. That when you play it regularly, you don't see it. You do not see it. And I think that's what when Kenny said what he said, I said, oh my goodness, what is that? What is that? Not only that, when the person, the intruder, because we do not know who that is by perception. If you believe it's DB, it's by perception. If you believe it's not him. But I will just say intruder because I don't know. And I know if I don't know, you wasn't there, you don't know either. It's only but perception. If you believe it is or you believe it don't, it all depends on what information you have been invested in your ear gate, in your eye gates to come to that conclusion. Okay. And I'm not going to argue about it. But what I say is it's an intruder. And yes, I do know that this channel is a little biased because of the person that's everywhere. That it doesn't matter. That's the news. That's the reporter. That's the police. That's mom. That's dad. That's uncle. That's Monica. You're going to always have a biased opinion about something if you believe what you see. You don't believe that your eyes are playing a trick with you. But I'm just telling you guys, it is still only a perception. Thank you, Misty Blue. Thank you. But anyway, the intruder that comes in, he or she seems to me make sure that they look at the window and dip down to make sure who's ever in the window, their face is caught. Like somebody is filming. And when they do their movement, it's not a movement that you would do normally, or you would even pay attention to it. But they do this movement like if somebody was in this window looking at me, I'll go like this. And then when they take the baby, they make sure this is why the person, the intruder hand is on the child to be like, okay, this is why they swing and almost fall, because they need to make sure they take the picture and then walk out the door and do it in a swaying way. Like they didn't just, why you didn't do like this? Why didn't you grab the baby and go this way? You're going that way. Why do you grab the baby and face the baby towards the window? Think about it. Face the baby towards the window because somebody is watching or clicking pictures to get that. Because if you're going to pick the baby up and you're in a rush, you're going to go quicker to the door like, I'm going to pick the baby up and go there. That is the way you will. Yes, Kenny, you can call in. Yes, Kenny, you can call in. You guys understand what I'm saying? Did you not understand that the person went the total opposite way? For what reason? I told you why. Because somebody was filming and they had to get that picture, and that's why. And there's something else I'm going to share with you. Because when you pick the baby up, see, and ain't nobody even tripping on that. Yeah, thank you, Carla. You pick the baby up. You're going to pick the baby up and you're going to go on out the door. Because you like this here. You don't pick the baby up, turn to the opposite direction that you're going, just so for what? So that somebody can see that you have done the task that they have told you to do. And I'm telling you guys, I believe it. I'm going to show you this. I can't say it's a fact, but that's a perception you're going to see on the next video. And I got to figure out where we're going to put this video at. I got to know where we're going to put this video at. So we're going to put it on this channel or our new channel that we're trying to get up, and we got to get it up and running. What does those monsters do? Quite possible. Cheryl C. Okay, you guys, you know what? I'm going to open. Uh-oh. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP, this is Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany, what's going on?
I done said that from the very beginning. I seen that person walking up with that camera. He looked at the window as to say, "Did you get this?"
Right.
And he turned around.
Yes, he did. He did do that.
There was someone that always creeped me out. That was the creepiest part of the video. Somebody was out there taking pictures of it. That was so good to my stomach.
And you know what's so sad? The only person that spoke on that was Kurt Pinkerton.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah. Kurt Pinkerton said somebody was taking pictures and this, and Detective Y said it's only but one person. It's only but one person that's involved. But you know what? No.
And that other YouTuber brought it up, but no more was said about it.
Okay.
You know, the other person said it. Oh, there was another person, but you know that's going to come to light. Nothing he said. That's what he said.
Oh.
But Lord have mercy, I seen it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can go back to your other lives. I seen that other person taking that picture, and that makes me sick in my stomach. That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe, I believe that. I mean, I didn't want to always go back to that video because we had seen it so much, but I had to, infamous truth teller, how you doing? I had to go back because Kenny was just saying, hey, squeaky wheel get some oil. So I'm glad he held on, and I may not even fully understand what he was, but I'm still gonna go look. It's gonna make me go look. Like, hey, how is this wrong, or what are we not seeing, or what are we not getting, and what do you mean it's green screen? Because I know how green screen works, So
right. I seen that person from the very beginning, and we talked a couple of times. I don't know if I brought it up, but I've seen that person. You can see the light come up, but you can also see the shadow of a person holding the camera. And then the way that he looks back as to get validation, you can tell that he's like, "Are you getting this?" And then he turns back around. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to the video. I'm glad that you're bringing that up.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be. No, I'm not gonna be. Well, I might speak on there and say, "Looky, y'all, see this or see that." But when I watched it, I had no sound, and I was at work, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just looking at it. I'm like, oh, 30 minutes of this, and this is just, and then I'm like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
This is how I was like, what the heck was this? 2 or 3 times I done that, and I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. And then here I'm at work, right? Nothing to do. You know what? I rewind it so I could see it again, but I didn't record it so I can really just show it. I was like, I'm still wanting to sit back, not look at it, and then go back and look at it again.
You get the creepy crawlers all over again. For me, it's like
oh, you know what? Heath Harris in his crew is gonna have a field day with them in court. I promise you what I see. There's no way that this can be even explained. It just can't.
Right. Keep going, F2. Keep going. We're here with you. Keep going.
And you're welcome. Thank you.
All right.
All right, bye. You guys, I'm serious. Now, I've had people call me all the time and say, SB, don't worry, it's okay, it's okay. And I was like, no, I don't know, I don't see it. I mean, I see a little bit, but I mean, I don't know. You know, Kenny Earl, the line is clear. Go ahead and call on in. The baby was, well, Amina says the baby was not dead yet. They were practicing to get the pics right. Go on ahead, Kenny, call on in. Thank you for that super chat, family member coming on in here. Thank you. Now, you guys, and I'm wondering, once again, I want to say thank you, and I appreciate everyone that gave and everything. Kenny says the person hand get longer while he is stationary, not moving, feet planted. Well, I guarantee you, we're going to see it in the next one, Kenny. I guarantee you that. We're going to be looking for the arms and the legs and everything. We're going to be able to dissect it because trust and believe, I'm making sure. See, that's what the prosecutor's going to say. Prosecutor's going to say, did you tamper with this video in any kind of such a way or whatever, whatever? But, oh my God. I felt better. I felt better after seeing what I seen. Okay. Who says anything is possible? DB could have had a psychosis. Well, okay. Yeah, he could have. Like the whatever. See what I'm saying? Like the police said, I'm waiting for the psychiatrist. Hey, this is SP. Hello? 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 Hey.
Yeah, I think, I broke my head. I'm sorry. Oh, this was black. I think, hold on, is my behind on the video on the screen?
No, you're probably behind where you're at, but here we in real time.
Okay, I set it up. Okay, I think you misunderstood me about the grid thing.
Oh.
When he's stationary, he's standing still,
Mm-hmm.
and then he looks over, and then he looks back forward, and he looks up, and then next thing you know, it's cut in the video.
Right.
He has his hands balled up.
Right.
If you watch before he does all that, when his hand is right there directly on his side,
right.
And he looks over and he stands there with his hand to the side and he moves it forward. Then he looks up and he comes back and he balls his fist up. He puts his hands back down. His feet are still in the same place. His fingers get very long. Like, they get very long. His arms are longer than the person that was there before. Like, that's without moving.
Oh.
Because they're almost the same height. I mean, they're the same height.
Right. They are the same height.
So it's hard to tell. Like one person is just a little bit shorter than the other person.
But their arm reaches and stuff could be different sizes.
His fingers. Huncho Bands has very long arms. He has really long arms.
Okay.
I got a photo for you with still shots in this little picture collage thing I made where I cut like pictures from the actual scenes from the kidnapping and just them standing like just doing regular stuff like taking pictures or whatever on Instagram or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they are in this. I'm talking about their hands on their side. They standing in the exact same position, same way, neck, everything bent the same way as inside that room. You can tell like, okay, that might be that person. You look like he's standing just like that too. That might be that person.
Right.
And then guess what? I kept looking. I swear, I just keep getting these signs from somewhere. I went back on Huncho Band's Instagram. So, Mr. I think I know the neighbor. I think because he said they said they're in when they're talking about looking for a girlfriend, right?
Right.
Because I always figure like I bet there's Huncho Bands. They keep confusing Huncho Bands for Daria because the neighbor he said that he talked to him after he tried to open the car door. But you watch the video, he walks up and touches the car door and messes with the hammer in his hand. He walks off into the dark. You never see the neighbor come out there and talk to him.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't seen that.
Oh, I'm like, well, I don't think he ever seen him up close. He's just assuming that's Darian. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I bet that was Huncho Bands looking for his girlfriend. So, and somebody said they think it was somebody like they knew who the grandpa known him or something. I think that's Huncho Bands' girlfriend's granddad's house. Her name is Kamaya B. I can't find out what her last name is.
Yeah.
But you know what? She got them glasses on that's in the video.
She got those glasses on?
I got a picture with Huncho Bands. He looked just like that boy in that room. I don't even think they used a face swap. I think they just used his face. He got the mask up on their chin, and he got the dreads. He even showed his girlfriend, like somebody told me, another creator said, he knows how to make people look taller on video. He knows how to make people twist, make their hair look like they in dreadlocks and stuff. And that's how I got a picture with Cameron with dreads.
Well, I know yesterday we were talking, and you said, do you know how Huncho Band looking? I said, no. I said, well, yeah, I seen him face to face when I was down there. But then you said, yeah, he got dreads. And I thought to myself, no, the person I seen don't got dreads. He didn't have dreads. But I know that's Huncho Band. Me and or myself and Batcave, she was like, oh my God, that's Huncho Band. I knew who he was, but he didn't have dreads. He didn't when we were knocking on the neighbor's door next to Monica, he walked right between the houses. He did not have dreads. And I thought, well, why he said he had dreads? But you know, guys now, they have the extensions like women, you know, and they call them dreads, and they're not really dreads, they're really extensions.
You see him progressively grow out. Like you see him grow like on his when he's like, because he looks younger on a lot of these pictures I got. And then you see him like he gets older, like you can tell he got older.
So he got dreads now? Because
he's standing right next to you seen the Bloom release?
Yeah.
He's standing right next to Cameron. He's standing right next to me the same height.
That person got some kind of wig on.
No, those are dreadlocks. He's just letting them hang in front of his face. He don't want to be seen. Listen, he got them gloves on and then his hair in front of his face because he don't want to be seen. You know, the police still watching them. The police were standing right next to the family the whole time at the Bloom release. That's why I said he squeezed his fist together. That's why he touched that blanket like that. He just barely pinches it. And just like he put his hand, he's like, switch the video, we like, okay, I'm not picking him up, you know, for the video. That's Cameron picking him up. And that's why he turned, when you talking about turning, he turned that way because I told you that thing don't work up good on his face. That's why he had the baby like that up in front of his face and he walked out. But it didn't work good, so they just blurred it out.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was Huncho Band that walked right next to Monica's house, and he didn't have no dreads.
I got a whole folder for you, and you're gonna see a whole bunch of pictures of Honcho Bands with his girlfriend with them glasses on. I guess they had a day out with them glasses on. I don't know what made me click on this one thing that had both of them tagged in. I like tag pictures. I didn't see all these pictures at first. One on both their pages. And the whole thing just popped up, a little video play with like 30 pictures. I'm like, oh my goodness, this ain't the perfect. This is what I was looking for. You're gonna be like, hold on. You're like, hold on, time out. Play the video. And you'll look at the picture and you be like, you know what? This is just, I don't know what to call this. And then she got them glasses on because they're clear front. It has a clear frame on them also. The glasses, it's hard to see because you only see the glasses really when you only really see him. You know he has on glasses, but you can't really see him in the video. But you only really see him when at the end of the video because they're different glasses. They have on two different sets of glasses. Also, like the glasses change within the video. One of them has a frame with a metallic frame on the side, and when you see him, like when he's walking in the middle part where it says Honcho Bands, you can't tell what kind of glasses he has on, but you know he has them on because they're clear. The whole frames are clear also.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I got the picture of the shoes in this, how people try to say those are the same shoes. I got both pairs of shoes up there in this photo for you. I got the picture they used for Darian's face, like I said, for the face swap, you're going to be able to see like the same facial expression. His hair is even going to be in the same exact place. That's why I was like, he don't never move. Like when he looks at the camera, his hair is like just like this picture. Like you can't, he had went to sleep or something, rolled around and like I'd be moved over or something. No, it's in the same exact place. It's not moving. It's like, it's the same stupid face. Like he looks over, like, you know, the mugshot he has when he's kind of like he's smirking or something. Right. That's the face that's in that video. If you look at it, you look at the picture, his mugshot, you look at him like that's the same exact face. With his hair is in the same exact place.
I don't. Your computer must be really good because I don't see Darian's face.
You don't?
Nope.
You can see his face?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, hold on. The video I did, when I zoomed in on it, you should be able to see it.
I know, I don't.
I zoomed out in on it.
I don't know what you zoomed in on, but I don't see it. No, I didn't know. I'm talking about I look at the I get the video from the Daily Mail, and so I know somebody didn't put something on top of it or whatever, but I don't see Darian's face on there at all.
Are you saying that they don't look the same to you?
No.
Zoom in on it. Like it looks like him. I'm saying it's like it looks like him, but it doesn't, right? If that makes any sense. Like
it makes sense, but it doesn't look like Darian to me. I don't. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you exactly who it looks, who it do look like.
I'm telling you who it is. When he say faces together, he's like, oh, he's like, he takes his lips.
Oh, I got that fly. You're out of here.
It turns to a different picture. It's like I told you, they didn't have a side view of him. Because it's like how the deep face thing works. It's like it's called deep face or whatever, deep something. So it's like deep fake apps. It's like you have to take a whole bunch of pictures of your face, like in different directions, and like you're making different facial expressions, and then it'll try to take like 300-400 pictures or something. Then it'll upload it, whatever video you want to replace your face with or something. It'll take that video, it'll scan for a while. It takes a while for it to go through all that, like hours or two or something, and it'll load your face in there. So every time the facial expression is made on the real video or something, it'll match that one up. So when it's moving, it'll look like it is you right there. But they didn't do that. They didn't have enough pictures of his face. That's why it's just in one place. It just looks like he makes that same face when he looks over every single time. His face is like stuck, like smile, like smirk, like. But the side doesn't look like him. It turns into a different side view, 2 different times. As he gets lighter when he walks out the room, his nose gets pointed because it didn't work on camera on the day. Not part did, though. The hair a little bit did. Okay. It had also bad. It has his highlights on the tips of the hair. Okay. Wow. And you can see Cameron's earring. You can see the cuts in his eyebrow. I got a picture where you can see him. You can see that in the picture with him and Monica. For the interview when they're just standing there. I don't know if you've seen the picture of them just standing together in the garage. just looking at the camera.
Yeah.
You can see where his eyebrow is cut off halfway. It's slit. So it's Honcho Dan's.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, Cameron has an earring, a big shiny earring that you see on the news. You see all the time he has a hoop earring in his left ear.
Right.
You can see the hoop earring when he turns around with the child when he picks him up. You can see his eyebrow, and you can see his nose, and you can see his earring.
Right.
I posted on the video. I stopped it and pointed at it.
Well,
but I have all the actual pictures that you can compare with the video, all in this photo right here.
right.
I got them like stuck side by side, like some of them.
Right.
Like I got them side by side, and you can just see them, compare them. Even his hands, like they both hold their hands a certain way too. Cameron does this little thing with his hand. It looks like he's like about to make a circle with his hand or something. I don't know. It's like his thumb and his pointer finger or something. But I got a whole bunch of pictures with his holding his hand like that, and he does that in the video also. And Honcho Dan's how he was holding his hand when it turns into him by his side. You can see his hand is cupped the same way, like in his regular pictures. Like people have like certain things about them when they walk in. You know, like how they walk and hold and stuff.
Did you see a nose ring in any of those pictures?
No. I don't know. Nobody with the nose ring.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Did somebody have a nose ring? It was a girl.
Oh.
It wasn't a girlfriend. I think she got one. Honcho Dan's girlfriend. But I have a picture right here. If you see his glasses, if you see him in all these pictures, you'd be like, I don't know.
Okay.
These glasses on in all these pictures with her, like this ton of pictures, and then it was like she took them from and she started putting them on, and they were taking pictures.
Okay.
Like they went on a date or somewhere, but you see them with there's tons of these pictures with this on there.
Well, we're gonna this is gonna be a shocking case. I guarantee you. Wow, it's crazy. You know.
But her last name is something with the B, and I'm not sure if I saw. If it was her granddad. Does anybody have a picture? Because I can't seem to find him. Do you have a picture of Grandpa? Have you seen Grandpa before?
No. Matter of fact, when we went down there, I'm pretty sure I seen him before from a distance. And when we went down there, they would not come to the door, and I knew that they were at home, and he would not come to the door. And I think they had seen us coming, and they was like, "Oh, here we go." You know what I mean?
Was he a thin guy?
Huh?
Was he thin?
No, it didn't. No, the person I seen didn't look thin. Thin like a fragile person? No,
just like skinny. Have a little weight on them, or
no, a little weight.
No hair.
Little weight.
She has a video at her family's house. They had a get together where she pranked them, and she was like, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and you can see her whole family. And there's a grandpa there, I believe, in the video. Kids in the video. So I'm like, if it was him, and I don't know, they made that up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this. It might, because that might be how he even knows Cameron, because going next door over there. Because he just be over there playing with the little kids all the time on some of these videos.
Afaterica says he has a picture of Grandpa. Who has a picture of Grandpa?
Facebook.
No, she'll say in a minute what she's talking about. Let me see. Yeah, Grandpa knows. Okay, they're talking about something else. He has a picture of Grandpa. What you talking about, Afaterica?
Well, they can go to Honcho Dan's Instagram, just type it in and go through his pictures and go through the tag pictures where it says tagged at the top of those. Because there's only like a few pictures, they're like 12 or something, and some videos of them playing football and stuff. And he has those Adidas. He has the black Adidas pants on in every single picture, almost. We're supposed to go with their jacket. And he's standing just like how that boy is standing in the room. I promise, like, it matches up perfectly. Like, overlaid hands, everything. It is like it's the same thing. It's the same exact standing in the same position and everything.
She asking you, do you have a picture of him?
No, I mean, that's what I'm trying to find one. I mean, I have that video, but with people in it, but I'm not sure who I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of people there in this video. It's like her whole family was there, like they had a cookout or something going on, and she just pranked. She got up in front of everybody and pretended like she was pregnant and pranked everybody. Because it's supposed to be his and hers YouTube channel. They got together. Her last name is B. It starts with a B.
Starts with a B?
Yeah, it just, that's all she has on there is a Maya B. She doesn't have her whole last name on it.
Okay.
And he came over there looking for baby last name, Mr. Berry. I'm looking with my girlfriend.
Right. Okay.
Well, I can't find him any kind of well. It'll take me a while. I don't know. I might pay for this little service or something.
Yeah. We'll see what's going on there.
I don't know, but I was talking about the hand thing. That's when he's still if the hand, his fingers get longer. If you match it up right before he turns to the side and look up, when his hands are directly by his side, if you match it right up on his finger, then let it play. When he's gonna look up, and he's gonna look down, and his hands are gonna be balled up all of a sudden for no reason, and then he's gonna put his hands down. He's gonna be in front of his leg, then he's gonna move it right back to his side where it was at. And you're gonna be like, his fingers got so long. It doesn't make any sense. Like his entire fingers, like where the first person hand stop is like to the corner finger, the longest finger they got, that's where the grid put it right there. His fingers are gonna go below that. The other part, like below below the longest finger from before. All of his fingers are gonna be longer than that. Like it's a whole hand length longer.
Okay. All right, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, not over. I don't talk about progressively over the video. I'm talking about one spot. It just his hands get longer.
Okay. We'll try to see. I don't know if I can target in like that, but what I have targeted in and seen is very disturbing to me. But Okay.
All right. I'm gonna send you some other stuff just to get my perception on it,
Okay.
See if you see anything similar or see something I didn't see or I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. So I'm so glad. I might need to go back and take a look at this. I'm opening the panel for a little while, you guys. If you want to come up and speak and share your thoughts and theories and your perspective or your perception, please go right. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing?
Hey, SP, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Long time no chat.
I know. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Seeing you in the chat, I'm like, I don't get to see what you guys are thinking. And what do you think about what's going on here?
I think, okay, let me phrase it this way. I think sometimes when people come out, all people who've been here, new people, I think that when they come out with and share something, it at first, the reaction is to be hesitant. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like you're used to, I guess, like rolling with what you have. But I will say that I did find like what Kenny was talking about, Huncho Bands and his girlfriend. So like that is definitely true.
What's true?
He does have a girlfriend.
Right. Yeah.
Nehemiah, her last name does begin with a B, I think.
Right.
She does have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And there was like some videos. I haven't watched them.
I haven't seen her YouTube channel. I think that was early in the case. I didn't follow or anything.
No. Oh, no. I haven't watched anything, but he was correct in saying that there is a video that she has from, let me see. from a while back with, I mean, it's very unfortunate to joke about, but it like from 7 months ago about like a pregnancy prank, and it's like her first YouTube video. It's like 15 minutes long. I haven't watched it, but I can certainly send it to you now that I see it. Yeah. I'll just like text you and stuff later. So there's that. And then if you go on his page, Honcho Band, which is, you know, I was spelling it wrong. Bless me. I was trying to spell it like how it sounds.
Right.
It's different spelling. Hey, Tasha. He has like a very beautiful, I must say, portrait kind of illustrated animated picture of Cash as his main picture on Instagram. So I think that's interesting. And if you click, it does, I guess, take you to a YouTube channel, but it looks like a music YouTube channel. I'd have to really look at this, like, you know, not on the fly, but it does appear he's in this music video or something. I think that might be him. But that YouTube is not under the name Honcho Bands. Like if you click, he has like a link attached. I can, I guess, looking at this, say that like definitely, as Kenny said, that he does wear the Adidas pants, like outfit, like matching set.
He wears the jacket in the pants.
Well, all I see is the pants.
Okay.
But there is a photo from May that he does have on a matching set that looks to be a post that is dedicated, or one of a few posts that are dedicated to Cash.
Okay.
Interesting. I don't know. So I think sometimes it's hard and you don't like, you're like, oh, with someone, I don't want to discredit Kenny, but I guess you can be a little bit hesitant in when you first hear something like, oh, is this just hearsay, you know? But definitely I'm very open-minded to listening and to Kenny, because you know what they say, like trust but verify. Like a lot of what he was saying is indeed true. So if anyone was on the about that,
a lot of it could be, you know,
investigated, so to speak.
Right. But I mean, it wasn't like if you have a bowl of spaghetti and then you put maybe a slice of pickle in there. Yeah, a lot of it could be true.
Right.
What of it that changed the perspective to what you're saying, is that true? You know what I'm saying? So
I guess we're still digging on that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, I know that Honcho Band has a Instagram, and I know Honcho Band has pictures with him with dress, and I know he has a girlfriend, and I know his girlfriend's name is such and such, and I know that, but how much is true that this picture is swapped out and that's Honcho Band behind the picture?
I can't do anything like that in terms of technology. Like, I am not that good. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that something like that exists, like that I just don't know how to do.
Oh, I know it exists, but it's not even made where, you know, like, I don't know. Every app that I see, as far as using green screens and things of that, you can easily detect them, whether you see them or not. I know some people look and say, oh, SP looks like she's in an office, but everybody that's in here should know this is not no office. This is a green screen back here. I can change it to what I want. But when we are in our studio, they know what it looks like. But what I'm saying is, even if I add some more lighting, which I'm going to do tonight, you will not be able to tell that it was a green screen. It's just I don't have enough lighting. But once you have enough lighting, yeah, you can't tell. But a professional person still can't tell.
Right. But to just the everyday person, they would
Right.
not be able to detect it. And I'm curious because I do not know much about, I've never used a I mean, maybe like to blur my background, like when we were all virtual, like I made it look like I was like in front of a chalkboard, even though I really wasn't.
Right.
How would that work in a nighttime video? Would it be easier to detect, less easier because of the light?
What I was thinking, what he was saying is it was already pre-recorded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So any picture or any video you can use as a green screen. I can use anything as a green screen.
Oh,
I don't have to have a
so
particular picture. Like, you know, I don't need a particular picture to be.
Right.
I can have what I want. It all depends on how much money you spend to do what you need to do to the apps or whatever. So that's why you don't see other content creators with our background, because they don't have this picture.
Right.
They're not going to get it because this might be my personal picture or something. Or I just went to what is it? Fortune 500, picked out a picture, said, I want that one for my green
very
screen.
specific. Mm-hmm.
So there's videos you can put with the whole green screen, and it makes you look like you in Honolulu. You can look anywhere. Yeah, you do have to have a lot of light. But coming back, adding somebody, you don't need a whole bunch of light to put a picture in there and tweak it at certain times and make it work. You know, I could take your face and put it over here on me.
Right. And I could understand like a recording of a recording, because it would, you know, if someone was up to no good, like doing a crime as serious as this, it would distort that. Because, you know, you can always tell, like, if you find an old picture like on your computer and I don't have it like in a print picture, I can take a photo of it like on my laptop screen. It definitely doesn't look as good as the real deal picture.
Right.
It's more blurry and fuzzy and not as detailed. I mean, that's how I perceive the video.
Exactly.
Both of them. The nighttime and the daytime. The quality is fuzzy. It's not HD. Yeah, not high quality. Right. It's not clear.
And anytime that you copy something and record over something, it loses its quality every single time. It's almost like ink. Like you can make 15 copies. By the time the 15th one, it's not going to look as dark and, you know, detailed as the first one. It loses its value because it's copy after copy after copy. Same thing with cameras. The more that you copy them and record over them, it loses more details. And that's when you do see fuzzinesses and lines. And one thing Kenny did say, and I'm glad that he said something, there is a stop in the camera for a long period of time. Other people don't see it as long because they're just watching the video. So it's just like a blink of an eye. But people that do have the app that can stop it, or just slow it down to 100 thousandths of a second and watch every detail, it turns red.
Yes. Is that when like the red light comes?
It turns red, and he's like this, looking up.
Right.
I mean, he's in a halt still, like, and then when it comes back, he's doing something else. And then somebody tried to say that that's the motion lights.
I did think that in the beginning. I did. I have changed my thought on things over time.
Motion lights, because I think there was a lot of light there.
Right. I no longer think it was motion.
There is something on the backpack that keeps flickering. How are you going to have flickering when there's nothing to reflect on?
Oh, I just had a thought that popped in.
To reflect.
I wonder if don't some backpacks for people who go out, I say go outside often, but like an outdoor gear kind of backpack that like they have like the reflective areas on that. Yeah. So that could be like a flash of like a gem. I don't know. And like the whole thing with like how you were saying earlier, and I definitely agree. Like, I think I have always thought someone was out the window. Personally, my perception,
Yeah.
someone was always outside. I don't know if they were just like standing guard, if they were actively like looking and paying attention. I'm not sure what they're doing, but why? Like how we were saying earlier, like why move that way? Like, oh, look what I got. Here, I got it. And then move. Like, what would be the reason?
You know what?
Like proof, blackmail?
No, I'm gonna tell you the only thing I can think of is two things, and I know we haven't really talked about the other one, but we are going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about it a lot because
I'm sorry, I don't want to spoil anything. You don't have. I'm sorry.
No. I opened up the can a couple of days ago. There was other stuff going on, and we could not talk about it because there was so much going on in this chat.
Okay.
It was unbelievable. But
yeah, I've been having to catch replays as for a good while now. So,
and I didn't tell people where I got the information from, and I'm not going to tell them where I got it from yet.
Right.
But
okay.
It's a very reliable source. A very reliable source told me that Monica, she practiced. She
Oh, yes.
the devil.
Yes, you did say this one day.
Yeah, not practicing witchcraft, but her God is the devil, and maybe that has something to do with all of this. And this is a reliable source, and I see it right now, and I'll prove it down the road later. But it's a very reliable source that we're gonna have to put that in there and try to figure why. I mean, not why, because everybody has their own choice what they want to do, but that could be the sacrifice.
Wow.
I mean, I always only thought because my
possible
it was because she was mad at Trevor.
I personally, I never thought that. I know a lot of people did. I mean, I could get it, but it wasn't really like standing out to me strongly, like me personally. But this makes it even more twisted if that is a possible option. Which, hey, at this point, I've been here, there, and everywhere with my thoughts on this case. Nothing would shock me at this point. I mean, it would, but I would not be surprised with about how wild it could get. Because
and you know what else is something else that bothers me too?
What's that?
This person that's in this video, this surveillance, how sometimes, and I did see this, like sometimes they're skinny, and then sometimes it's puffy, like their body puffy, and the pants is crinkled, like they got like 2, 3, 4 pair of pants on already.
Oh, like layers bunched up.
Did you see that in the pants?
Well, when we were watching today, when you played it, with the grid, I don't know if it was the angle that the person was standing, but I really like absorbed how thin the individual, whoever they may be, in the beginning of the nighttime portion is. They were very thin. I would be interested to go back personally to see what you just mentioned about the pants and the clothing look like bunched up because they have like layers on. That could be.
But when they're moving, their pants look, like how you would dress for winter. Like you got a pair of pants on or something.
Oh yeah.
And I've always said to myself, I was like, these pants look weird. They look like somebody coming in from a winter, snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, snow. And it depends the way that the pants is forming and bending with the person. It just, you could tell that they have another pair of pants on. Now I'm thinking to myself, they got another pair of pants on? No, serious. I mean, you really, when you look at it, especially tomorrow, I will promise you guys, I will get it. I don't care if I have to wipe out everything in my phone to do this. I'm gonna get it downloaded. I'll upload it to this channel. No. I'll make I'll make a notification. Everybody can get it.
Okay.
Because I want everybody to see it, and do, we usually don't come on Thursday, and gonna check out my lighting when the electrician gets done. I'm gonna want to talk about it. So I probably put it out there and then come on, because I don't want to put it out there and then other content creators go, hey, let's talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Put it out. Let the thoughts, people gather their thoughts. Yeah.
Right.
But, and I mean, with what you said that your source has shared with you about the possibility of Monica, we'll call it, practicing some things.
Right.
I wonder if drug use, alleged drug use, like amps that up. Like how that person was just like standing in the room, like you said, with the light, like just looking up, like, what are you looking at? There's nothing up there. Like, were they in like a drug state, or did the drugs like make you think those kind of thoughts? I'm naive to stuff like that. I don't know.
Everything that has went on in this case. This is why. This is part of the reason why I'm just in so disbelief that Darian could have done this, and that's just my disbelief. Now, sometimes I'll look at the video and I go, okay, I don't know what I'm looking at. Sometimes I see, sometimes I don't. I mean, that's just the way it is. Sometimes I see, sometimes I don't. But my truly belief is no.
That's exactly how I felt.
My truly belief is no. There's no way. There's no way. And I can't even get that out of my head. Like, there's no way. Like, this kid, no.
That's how I felt. I remember I was sitting here, it was like one night, and I had watched the video for the first time, the whole incident or whatever was released to whatever entity, the video.
Mm-hmm.
And it has never, my first reaction was, that's not the same person. People, whatever. They're not the same. Mm-hmm. From the nighttime to what appears to be the morning time. They are not the same people. And I felt that right away. It was my first reaction. It was like my gut, like my soul just told me they're not the same people. And I never have wavered from that. And again, like I've always said in the past, if I'm wrong, I will own that I'm wrong, but my gut tells me they're two different people. And do we have any update on, I don't know my court system quite well. I know something with Darian's lawyer, they had the 90 days for him to get something
evaluation.
Yeah. Has the time passed? Because is the time up?
Yes, the time has passed.
Okay.
But, they have not gave us no information as far as what was the results. And only way we're going to get the result, the attorney's not going to give it to us. He's not going to come out and say, hey, this is what they said to say. Now, they got the results. They usually get the results and make sure that the judge see them, and then he will.
Oh, he does see them too, or she, or he, right? See them. Okay.
The judge see them, and then they know which direction they're gonna go. Like,
I wonder if this is what I've been telling myself, or I guess I want to believe it, that nothing new has come about because a few things. They realize they have nothing.
Go ahead.
they realize they have nothing,
Mm-hmm.
or what they thought is incorrect, or they're still trying to find more because they're not sure if they would have enough. But I definitely think if I was a juror and in a court, in a trial, there would be reasonable doubt. If what they have or what is known and out and about right now, I would for sure. There's too many questions. There's too many unknowns. I would say no, he would not be guilty in my eyes. From just the information, just the evidence, everything, no.
Yeah.
I would say no. Definitely not.
Anyway. You know.
And the trial is still sometime in December?
No, that trial is for him evading the police.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
For evading the police. Now, see, you know how sometimes you're going to have groups of people and family or friends that say that they're, or what their belief is. I say they're for cash, justice for cash, but they don't believe that this person did this. So they're saying, you know, they want justice for this person and put the right person, which would be whoever they believe is responsible for this child's death, in jail or prison or whatever. But sometimes there's certain people that, you know how you can have friends that say that they're helpful, but they will drive you to go rob a bank. And you say, that's your friend? That's not your friend. Mm-mm. There's certain people that we actually even have in our family that says, hey, I'm helping. And every time when they write something or they say something, it's a negative. It's a negative. You know, it's like if this was my child, I don't want you to just every time you open your mouth.
You mean Darian? If Darian was your child?
Yeah, if Darian was my child, and you're saying that you believe that he's innocent, you, Cheryl, as my friend, every time you open your mouth, you would say, Darian done this, Darian done that, Darian did this.
It would not be perceived.
You don't say anything about how he wasn't at home or he wasn't under. I mean, it's always, yeah, he was. You would kind of be like, get out of here, right?
Right. It would not be perceived as if I would think he was innocent. If those were the comments.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that.
You may say one thing, but your comments are saying something else. And you're like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, sometimes I tell my kids, I say, sometimes your friends think that they're helping you.
Right.
And they're so, I wouldn't even say dumb or stupid, but it's like
they're not aware.
They're killing you.
Right.
They'll get in front of a police officer and start giggling, talking about, oh, you know, we just want some weed. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's not going to be helpful.
And then all of a sudden, I was just helping you do. I didn't mean this.
Helping me what? Get in trouble?
Exactly. They say stuff and be like, I don't understand. This is, you know, we did. I don't need you to go tell the police we just did.
Right.
Or even if it is true, there's a time and a place for everything. If we're talking about something over here, if we're talking about going to school, going to college, we don't want to hear about how you, the dish ran away with the spoon, how you or this over here, that is a possibility, or that over there, that is just a perspective, or that over there is just a rumor. And it's all negative.
Now, we have in the past, I know, like the one night you were on here for, 6 hours or whatever, Miss Betty, Zan, Lakendra, myself, a lot of us. We didn't all agree at times, or we were questioning, like, could it have been him? Could it have not? But I think it always was presented in a way of like curiosity, like questioning, like, wait a minute, are we right? Are we wrong? Like, what does, like, how are the dots connected? Like, is this the road we should be going down? But I don't think it is productive, to just, I don't know, like say you mean one thing but do another. Is that what they could call it?
Right. It gets to be like, like
cloudy, like muddy water. It's like dirty.
Yeah, like this fly that was bothering me.
Oh my God. Yeah, you got that fly.
Oh yeah, I did. I got him. I had already sprayed the whole basement, and I said, "Oh no, that fly is dead." I come down here she come. I said, "Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna get you." But Tiffany says, "Can I call in and contribute?" You can call in and contribute, Tiffany.
I can go down, and if someone wants to come up, I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I just opened up the panel. I didn't even say nothing. I just opened up the panel. Anytime that you guys see the link in the chat.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I was like, I need to go reconnect.
Yeah, I like for you guys to come up, and I just couldn't keep doing the 10 people, and
It's a lot.
It was just getting, I think, where we were losing. She might want to even ask you a question. Losing. Hey, this is SB.
Hey, SB, I want you to stay right there, sweetie.
Oh, she said she wants you to stay
there.
Hi.
Hello, hi.
I look, from the very beginning, this case has made me nauseated. Start watching it, there's always been that sense of something else in that room. For 3 nights, I did not sleep. When I tried to sleep during the day to nap to catch up, it was like there was something there. I would see either my own child's face turn around, like it was something there that was saying, you're watching me and I'm watching you. There was something evil in that room. I don't know who that person was or what it was, what was outside that window, what was surrounding that environment, but there was something that we are not going to be able to put our fingers onto. There was something.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Hearing that baby cry tonight, it touched my heart because I know he knew. Now I know that he knew what was coming. Did you? I heard him cry in that. Somebody screeched or something screeched where he knew what was coming.
Yeah, he could have been already hurt.
That breaks my heart to know that he knew what was coming.
See, and there's something. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And also in the video, I hate to say this, but I mean, you can actually even look. But I mean, in the one that we're bringing tomorrow, it's going to be so shocking. But when Carter gets out the bed, he literally stops, widens his legs because something's there that he does not want to step on. It's not like he's seeing, oh, I can step on my brother or anything. No, he's not wanting to step into something, and that's why he eases his way out on the side. And I think a lot of people don't see that, but when this video come out, you're gonna say, yeah.
He knew. That's why you said poor Cass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he knew. He knew.
Terrible.
Yeah, he knew.
But there was something evil in that room, and she was doing something, witchcraft or whatever she was doing. That whole environment, it fueled what happened to that baby, and it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. Thank you.
Thank you. We got Infamous Truth in the building, and we got Zan. Go ahead, you guys. We've got about 12 minutes. What's on your mind?
Me personally, I think that there's just there's some individuals, or and everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I think there's some individuals that it's throwing salt on old wounds or like like it's purpose. It's purpose. It's on purpose.
It's on purpose.
That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I believe so too. Wow.
And then I got your package too, SP. Well, I haven't got it yet, but they tried to deliver it a couple times, but I signed the thing, so I should be getting it tomorrow.
Okay, because you won everything, girl. You won everything, so everything is in that package.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I like the fire in your belly, Miss SP.
Oh, thank you.
That's why I keep coming back.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Zan, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, SP. How you doing, Cheryl? How you doing, infamous truth teller?
I'm doing good.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. I can't complain. So I've just kind of been sitting back here listening, SP, and I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
One, does anyone remember, and I know that it was said early on in the investigation, what type of baby camera that was that they were using?
The police officer said a name, and I can't remember. It started with a T, and we searched for that, and then actually the person that does research on our side, she searched all night and day, and then we finally found a security place in Missouri. And
Okay.
I guess Monica and them came from Missouri or whatever. So she could have took the security with her. But the guy said that he had a camera just like hers. But one thing he did say is it had a base and it had a modem. So, and I'm thinking a base and a modem is just not downloaded in Wi-Fi. So a base and a modem means, it was from a security group.
System.
Yes. Instead of just a baby camera like everybody thought, that maybe she just bought this from Walmart or something. I don't believe that, because he said it was a base and a modem. Which I don't know. Maybe you can buy a security system from Walmart with a base and a modem. He said he said there's a modem. There's a modem about this. That's what he said. So I thought,
well, you would have a base in wherever the parental figure was observing
right
what was going on, and you would have a modem to be able to download whatever was going on. And this is what I'm trying to find out, why I'm trying to find out the name, and I went back and I just can't. I remember the gentleman saying it during the FBI investigation, but I cannot find it when I play it over. But it does make a lot of difference in whether or not the videos can be edited.
Right. Well,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Did she say something like, Matthew, she says everybody was down there at the police department and Matthew was the last one to be seen. And then Matthew said, Mom, we got cameras. And then they looked on her phone.
Matthew told the police officer. The police officer apparently came and asked Monica.
Monica said, Matthew said, Moms, we got cameras.
Oh, okay.
That's what Monica said in her interview.
Okay.
I don't know if Matthew was in there and they asked him and he just told him, yeah. She made it sound like they were talking or something, or they were still in the hall. And then Matthew said, Mom, remember we got cameras. That's how she said it on the report. That's how I perceived it.
Okay.
Is that how you perceived it, Cheryl?
Yeah, it was like a, oh my gosh, how could we have forgotten kind of
Like
thing.
they were all in the
How
same
could you
room.
have forgotten?
Yeah, how could you have forgotten? Like, duh. You know, like, we got cameras. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That kind of also makes me think of, if he said it in that manner, that if he's being honest, then maybe he wasn't like in cahoots. Like, maybe he was just truly being honest and like, wait, we can figure this out. We got cameras. You know, we can see it.
Okay, but I mean, this is okay. If a person has these, you know, like if you like to clean all the time, somebody don't have to remind you like to clean. And you know, we had heard that Monica loves cameras and all this other stuff. And then here's the thing. I mean, this is very important. A child has been taken. There's a child up the street that is possibly that child, and somebody has to tell you, oh, we got cameras. Like, this doesn't register in your mind none.
It would seem like to me that would be the first thing you would do before Cameron and them start running around the
That
neighborhood.
don't even make
Would be
sense
check the
to me.
camera.
That doesn't even make, you know what? And it still don't make sense to me, because guess what? Okay, if you ever had a child come up missing, the police gets there and they don't want you to really be going in the house. They're questioning you, they're looking at you. You know what? They're gonna ask y'all those questions. They're in the house. Nobody sees you got cameras. You wait till you get down to the police department and they say, Mom, but we got cameras. That wasn't a surprise to them. You can't. I don't know. I'm not fooling not one bit. They should have been. You're looking for this kid. Why you guys are not all in the house looking for this child? You would have seen the cameras. You would have been like, where did this wire going to? Does this work? You see what I'm saying? So if the police did not go into the house and see the cameras until they done drove her whole family downtown for them to tell them that they got cameras, which Monica knows that they see it already, or she probably told Matthew to say it or whatever. I don't know how it works, but you know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense.
Miss Betty.
Hey, good evening. How are you all?
I miss talking to you.
Hello, everyone. Esther, you on it. You are on it. And I know people don't like to hear this, but they've been sacrificing our babies now for a long time. And if you're into witchcraft and divination, all that kind of stuff, you do anything. But I don't know. I'm not going to say it's a theory, but you know, a woman scorned, she'll do anything.
Yeah.
You know, come on, y'all. Y'all, we act like we don't know. I still believe it is connection of Monica, her anger towards the dad, because he left, and then he left and wouldn't come back. And whatever he did before he left put her and those boys in jeopardy.
Yes, I believe that also.
I don't think she did it. I really don't. And, you know, I can stand behind what I'm saying. I don't think she did it. I think she, like most women, you know, my boyfriend bring his kids. I'm going to be kind to them. Most of us as women, regardless of what kind of life we live in, we don't by nature mistreat children. Okay. Right. I'm going to give her that for right now. Okay. But I do believe it's tied to the dad. And unfortunately, we hear nothing about him. We only hear about Monica because she was the last one with the children. And that the video that was shared by Mr. Kenny, it gives you a lot to think about. It gives you a lot to think about. Now I'm getting ready to throw a monkey wrench and everything. It looks like somebody's hiding behind the curtains right there by the window.
Hmm.
Like
Again,
in the room, physical body
exactly.
in the room.
It's like, but again, it's back to your title, perception. You
Right.
understand? It's what you perceive. We
Yeah.
do know, if we be honest, we do know this young man did not commit this by himself. Whether he
Right.
was the one that came at night or if he was the one that came in the morning. He did not do this heinous crime by himself.
Or
The,
well, well, either do it or do it by himself.
either one. I don't
Okay.
think he, and I think, and honestly, well, this is my opinion, okay? I believe that something happened to the baby, and again, what I said to you the other day, they was removing him from the room. I think he was already gone. I don't believe, and I don't know what the overkill was. I'm using that because of the damage that they did to the face. Was that to kind of throw the police off so they wouldn't find him so fast, or what? But and the ants on his face, on his feet. So what you do? Put him in the woods for a few minutes, and then bring him back out the woods. What was all that for? Trying to? What were you doing?
Right.
So. I just pray, and I do, for everyone involved. This is terrible. This baby, his little brother is going to always remember. I went to sleep. My brother was there. I woke up and he was gone. See, we
Hmm.
looking at the grown folk. This little baby done been seared by this.
Right.
I'm not, I don't know. I don't know if it was Honcho band, the band. I don't know and don't really care. I just think that they have to do something because they told the public we got our man, so they got to stand by what they said. But I mean, Ray Charles can see it's more to this case than what meets the eye. I'm
Yeah.
just prayerful that his lawyers will really push this. I don't need to know his psych evaluation. There's something wrong with the young man. We already know that. I don't need to hear all of that. I just need to know he's getting a fair trial. And he's gonna have to do time because either he went in before or he went in after. We know he was involved some kind of way, and you know how that go. If you was there, but nobody else in the house. I don't I don't I don't know. Does police operate differently from state to state? Because if here in the DMV area they go into a crime scene, that house is locked down 8-9 hours.
I never seen that the crime scene was open and they were just I don't even know how they were moving stuff at the beginning, and you know what I'm saying?
Dare I?
Yeah,
Exactly.
With their hand raised.
Oh yeah, sorry. Dare I say it? The case that stands to mind and got me into true crime, probably at a way too young of age, was JonBenet Ramsey. That was never solved because they never locked down the freaking house. There were people in and out, in and out, in and out. And when y'all just brought that up, like that point you guys just mentioned, that is what my mind went to. Like, what do you mean? Like, okay, you think someone's out the window. Okay, we think they're smoking a cigarette. Is there a cigarette butt on the ground? Where's the footprints? Measure the shoes. Did anyone touch the window? Move the curtain, go like this? What about the door? Did you collect anything? I mean, we know what
That's
they took
correct.
out one brown bag.
SB,
What's that?
I did some research. Well, I mean, I already knew, but I had to double check. But they're the Arlo, ARLO security cameras,
Mm-hmm.
and they sell them on Amazon.
And another point, why would you have a security camera in your child's room? Whatever happened to a good old-fashioned baby monitor?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did she really care? I'm not sure. Go ahead, Miss Betty.
But remember, I think someone said this the other day, and I don't want to try to quote anyone, was that, he said it, Cameron said, they don't normally sleep in there. They was just in that room, as if to say they purposely I'm sorry, purposely put them there. This is not where they used to normally sleep. Somebody
Right.
slipped up because either they slept there or they didn't sleep there.
Didn't you say they just shot up or shot
Mm.
up her house too? So
Oh
why would
yeah.
they put the babies in that add-on room that wasn't even supposed to be there?
That's like directly touches the outside walls to like the outside
Right.
exterior. Someone could shoot through the wall and it'll go
Right.
boom right in the baby or the kid room.
So like, yeah, let's put the babies in that room. That don't make no sense.
It makes
Do
all
we
the
think
sense in the world when, again, all of the intent was to
It's ill
scare
intention.
Trevor, get attention to Trevor, because wherever he was, he could still see and he was still being he was being kept abreast of what was going on,
Right.
and it was a scare tactic, and it just the babies were the sacrifice for that to me.
Mm.
we think Carter was supposed to be Sam CW 72 and Carter wasn't supposed to walk in there? Like was both of them supposed to sleep in there? Was something supposed to happen to both of them, just one of them? And if it was just one of them, why put the other one in there too?
Because twins don't normally operate separate.
Right.
If you've watched twins at a small age like that, I had twin granddaughters. They were, as the words say, inseparable. Even if one got up and went somewhere, honestly, like they do have their own separate personalities. Even now, if one goes in another room, the other one will eventually migrate to her. You understand what I'm saying? It's just, I guess that's because they've been so close all the time. And I do think that Carter was not in the room initially. And he was sent into the room once they took that baby in here, laid him down. He then went in where he normally sleeps with his brother.
That's really messed up. If poor Cash was gone, hurt, like, suffering, like that's really, really, I mean, it's messed up to do it, but to put their twin brother back, like that's really sick.
I think he
Really
was
sick.
drugged. I think the baby was drugged and whatever. I don't think Carter would have known what was going on with Cash, because if you looked, it appeared that Cash was asleep. And Carter was doing what most people do. When they get in the bed, they try not to disturb you. If you sleep or appear to be asleep, they try to get in as without disturbing you. And that's what he did with his brother. But he did act like he was stepping over something, like, oh, I don't want to touch that. So
It's so sad to hear him because he goes, "Oh, Cash."
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, even
That's
the
what broke my
person,
heart.
oh, I'm sorry, Infamous. Even the person that picked him up, like, looked like they didn't want to. Oh, well, it could be perceived that two ways. They were either maybe unsure who was who, like, oh, is this one him or is that one him? Or something yucky was on the bed.
Well,
I
SP can probably help us with this one. Medically, when you have transition, sometimes you lose your body fluids. I don't want to say that. I really don't, y'all. I have little small kids, grandkids, and this really disturbs me that someone would do this to a child. And everybody getting all up in arms when you say certain things, but you gotta look at the facts at hand. That nobody nobody is saying to the police, listen, y'all botched this case. They got the
Right.
bed on the street. We got to look at, we looking at the bed on the street, all the stuff that was in the garage, because that's what it was, like a garage. Y'all got it on the street now. But you believe this woman. I don't care if she purple. Let me be very clear, because that, let's take all of that out the way. I don't care what color you are. You did not say to the police yourself, listen, how you go downtown and come back home? You should have still been downtown when they found the body.
Right.
That's why I'm asking. I really meant that. Is every state different? Because I don't know nowhere. And I asked my daughter, listen, how does the police operate? Because I don't know no crime scene that you get to
She
go
was.
downtown
She
and
literally
come
was
back home.
identifying the baby.
They were having her identify the baby instead of as a suspect herself.
Exactly.
And then they just took her word for it that she was the mom, right?
Yeah.
Now, if that had
And we
been,
come to find out she's boyfriend, the girlfriend, the leftover girlfriend, or the lost girlfriend of Trevor.
whether they called her a mom or not, you know what would have happened? Where I am, I'm gonna speak for where I am. We have found a baby. He appears to be of such and such age. He's such and such. We have not located his parents. And once we do, we will give you the identity of this child. I can't go identify my neighbor's baby. Where they do that at? Right. But it's something doesn't make sense with this case.
And then
starting
even,
with
like,
just that.
Sorry. And even like how when you went and did your boots on the ground, SP, when they were asking, they're like, no, we never even really seen any kids playing outside. So how would they, So if they wouldn't even be able to identify the kids either.
Well, no, that neighbor that said that she never let the kids outside, he brought them dinner and prepared them meals all the time. So he could identify the kids. He knew the kids.
That's what he said.
She just didn't let them kids outside at all.
Oh, okay. Thank you for straightening me out.
But the one problem thing that I think that one thing that we do need to, somebody need to make sure all the things that we need to just really dig down into is when this one young lady, her initials is, I think it's LG, says that while she was out there looking at the baby, the family came and to look too and then left. And I'm thinking, well, how would you know they family? Number one, and how, you know what I'm saying? Because you thought it was a girl, and then you thought it was you. She said the baby had bite marks all over the face.
Make you wonder, doesn't it?
So I think that they're showing what they want to show, like the Dallas Police Department. You know what I mean? Like they're picking and choosing what people are seeing because whatever if it's botched, whatever if they didn't do their job right, or they're trying to cover it up.
Also, if I was a family member, okay, say this witness, LG, was there, and they say someone from the family came. If I was someone from the family and saw one of my family members deceased in the road, why would I be leaving? I'd be staying there. Someone would have to drag me away till the cops get there, everybody, paramedic, all the people. But didn't they say they saw them like run back home? Like, why are you leaving?
Because it sounds like to me she's been around that house. She was a young girl, right? Wasn't she a young girl?
Yeah.
So she and the person that she knew them to be family member because all of them around the same age. We want to.
So
they weren't really family.
Know all the other kids.
Yeah, how did she know that this child is a part of this person that shows up?
Because maybe she's seen them at the house.
Maybe why she kind of just threw it out there. Like I saw someone running, or I saw someone that was family or a family member or whatever she said. Don't quote my words, but allegedly she said, she saw somebody from the family. Maybe that's why she said it. Because she was, she's young, so she's probably scared too. You know what I mean? All at the same time, I'm sure there's a lot of.
I mean, that's not something that you just get wrong, or I mean, she may not know had not to speak on it, but she spoke on it.
Maybe she visited the house first to pick up some stuff from time to time in the past.
Somebody from that house was there.
And maybe one of the boys was trying to talk to her or something. She didn't want to have nothing to do,
I was thinking maybe if they did allegedly do drugs or sell drugs, maybe the girl knew that child was from that household because she, perhaps happened to stop by, run an errand, so to speak. So she knew enough to know, like, oh, that little boy lives or stays in that house. but like doesn't really know them.
Well, she said she was afraid. So what would you be afraid of? It seems like everybody is so afraid. Well, if the police say that they found the person, he seems to be a little deranged. Why would you be afraid? What are you afraid of? So I'm inclined to believe that, like like I was attempting to say, like some infamous truth said. I think she's familiar with the guys. She may not know them personally, but she knows of them. Like you grow up in a neighborhood with people, you don't know everybody's name, but you know where they
And
live
maybe
at.
one of the boys was like, "Hey, mama," or trying to hit up on her or something like as she was walking by or walking from school. Because
Yeah.
he was, and like
Right.
you said, she could have stopped by and run an errand too. She's young.
But it,
I mean, that's gotta put some fear too, like because you don't know. And like the kids, we don't know the next generation. These next generations, like they're I don't know, light years ahead. Not always in a good way. Because they want that attention off the internet. They want the attention off the YouTube, and they got those challenges like those blue whale challenges where kids were, their parents are finding their kids, killing themselves because they're doing this challenge. Like somebody, some predator, some horrible person on the internet is, saying, "Hey, do this," and it's just a casual thing, and it slowly like just manifests into, "Well, I want you to do this," and they think that their family is going to be in danger or whatever. They do challenges. I mean,
Right.
they do stupid challenges.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. Like if Miss Betty said that the young woman was afraid. Maybe, and like I think I can't remember which one of you guys said it. Like she's why would she be afraid? The person they have is locked up or taken away. Maybe she wasn't necessarily as afraid of DB as she is afraid of who was / is still remaining in the household.
Right. Yeah. And if she, like you said, like I said, if they happen to see her in passing and trying to talk to her, and then she didn't pay them no mind, they might have a little, that girl, you know what I mean? That girl didn't, she's, how they talk, like she's stuck up or whatever because she don't fold, she doesn't like, oh, hey, what's up? Maybe she was brought up in a better, in a better home with some morals and respect, and she just kind of just passed them on, but they take it as, oh, that B, or whatever the case may be. Like you said, and the people that are still remaining, there's a lot more than just DB being locked up. There's you know what I mean, by numbers, there's a lot more, I think, to be worried about that are out versus locked up.
Right.
And if SPU making that picture with the three, for lack of better words, dudes side by side, when you revealed that picture, I was stunned. I was watching the replay. I was cooking dinner. I saw it like the next day. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So if anything you want to present to us tomorrow is on the same level as that or higher, I might just
We're moving in.
fall out my chair.
It's higher than that. It's overwhelming. It's
now.
I'm actually sitting here going.
Did you just like? How did this? I guess I can't. I guess I'll have to be patient.
I think
what is it?
I was gonna say, like, were you just like? I know how you said the other day when you were at work, you kept watching the video over again. Like,
well, Kenny,
is that how you got it? Like you put you seen it?
Did was, like usually if somebody tries to debunk a person or what they say, or they say, hey, let me see what they're saying is true. Because I can easily go and put a grid there and see if there's change or something. So I did that. And I thought, okay, I mean, I see a little. Then I started seeing little stuff. So I started doing other stuff. And then the next thing I know, you know how like you make a mistake or something and you go, oh, wow, what I just do? And so I said, well, let me just look at it because I just got time. Let me look at it. And I'm going,
it reveals.
It put everything in its place. And then, oh my goodness, I don't even want to tell you guys. It is
that side by side that I sent you.
Huh?
that side by side with Cameron and the video. Remember the side by side, the black and white,
Right.
and then the picture of Cameron. Yeah, and then yeah, and then
This
one's
is more
left-handed and one's
powerful than
right-handed. If you
that.
look at-
This is
Yeah,
more powerful than that. When I seen it, I said, "What the heck is going on here?" And
maybe
I'm
I
at
missed
work.
it. I'm not
I'm
to
at
go
work,
check.
and so my client is like waking up, and I'm going, "Calm down, calm down." I'm like, "What is this?" So I replay it again, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, "Hold on, this don't make no sense." And so I'm still thinking right now, should I reach out to the attorney and say, "You guys need to take a look at this"? But I'm pretty sure they already probably see it. They got to. This is how terrible it is. You guys are going to sit there and say, "I didn't see that in the video." Where is that in the video? You know what? Because the video is going like this. And
Yeah.
you just,
And Cameron only shows you what he wants to show you too when he's doing the interview. He only shows you the lock right here. This was the door.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's what you're paying attention to, is to his commentary. To, you know what I mean, when they're walking him through. But that person, whoever was walking behind him with the camera, did a good job, because they kind of, you know what I mean, they stayed right up on him, but they kind of got a view of everything else too. But he was only wanting you to see. He was just, throwing suggestive things like the lock here, this, that, like it was an itemized list.
Right.
So what's up with he's just out and about, just living his good old life, Cameron and all them, Monica?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't.
They're not being questioned anymore. Would they have? Let's see. Say DB goes to trial on these charges he's indicted on. I would assume that they would have to go as witnesses.
Yep. Yep. Well, he's going to trial because the indictment went through.
So they're gonna. Oh my gosh!
They're going to trial.
Can you imagine them up on the stand?
The correlation, the relation with the caller about his granddaughter supposedly going in there, but like he's connected to, what is it? Some people in the police department and a detective in the police department. Is not what you were saying, SP?
Yeah.
And the psychiatrist or psychologist.
Yeah. 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 That, there's a reason why we put it out here, because if we cannot get a hold of attorneys and stuff and things of that nature, which I'm proud of myself, because I do have the attorney's private number. I have not used it, you guys.
It's okay. The fire's in your belly, and that's what we like, SP.
I have not used it, but I do got his private number. But and that's what I'm saying. I want, and we're gonna look at this. I don't want to be like ringing the bell, "Hey, fire, fire, fire!"
The family's gonna be jealous, SP, because you got the personal number. They're like, "Oh," even though he's married. Remember, they're all like, "Is he married?"
Now, you know what? I only reason I want to use that number is if I really believe, and I do believe.
Invite him to church.
Huh? You say what?
Invite him to church.
Well, you know what? He does go to church, and he's
let Big Daddy talk to him and say, "Hey, how you doing?" The man-to-man talk.
Yeah,
he's like, "Big, what do you say?"
I just believe that if the whole people, the community, don't get involved and share with each other and get along and share, that a person can go to prison for the rest of their life just because of who they are.
Hey, SP, I'm going to get out of here. I got to put my groceries away. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I apologize.
You're okay. We were done anyway. Thank you for stopping in. Always.
Yeah, most definitely.
Anytime you want.
All right. Like I said, we like that fire in the belly, man. You give me so much you're just, man, I look up to you. Can I be you when I grow up?
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know what I just realized? I had made, because you normally don't come on Thursdays. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go swimming with my sister and one of our friends.
Well,
I might
Oh,
have to.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because I've got a lot of thinking and stuff to do.
All right. Well, you said you'll put out the notification, like you'll let
It's not
people
going to
know.
be early. It's not going to be early because I got to think. And then I got to
You gotta do it right.
Anytime before I do something, I always want to get counsel to make sure. Should I put it out, or should I speak to someone about it?
Or wait on it? Now's not the time. Maybe in a little bit. Okay, I was gonna say, here we go, another new bomb dropping nugget, and I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah. Oh, you'll get. I will put.
Whenever you put it out, don't lock it down. Do not lock it down.
Oh, now that it might happen though.
Girl, then someone better be calling me, giving me a play-by-play. I'll have to call you. We'll have to have a phone call, and you'll have to catch me up to speed because I cannot miss it.
Okay.
I can't.
You don't want to miss it. You definitely don't want to miss it. If we can put it out, we're gonna put it out, and that's what
well, she has a live projector on the side. Our friend has a projector on the side of her pool. I'll be streaming you, and I'll be night swimming, watching you on the projector.
Okay, you do that.
And they'll be like, "Who are you watching?" I'll be like, "Shh, shh, SP is on. Don't talk."
Okay.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for doing a video today, and as always, all your hard work, dedication, and having the StreamYard link. You know, it's been a while. I'm glad to be here back.
All right. Thank you. Glad to see you.
Thank you. Yes. Good night, everybody. I'll go back in the chat and let SP do her closing.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, you guys. We got the famous Tracy. How you doing? Looking beautiful.
Good. I just stopped in to say hello. I had been listening, but I just logged off from work. But I thought I was gonna catch Cheryl on there. She just logged off, and Miss Betty.
Betty's on the phone right now.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. Hey everybody in the chat. I miss you guys. I have my grandgirls for the summer, and they finally gone now, so I can be back in the midst of things like I used to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I know you've been on for a long minute. I had to go back and find the stream. I wanted to just jump on and say hello.
All righty.
Yeah. I love you, SC.
I love you too. Bye-bye. Hey, Miss Betty, how you doing?
Fine. I couldn't find the stream to come back up, so that's why I called in. Was that Tracy?
That was Tracy.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tracy. She done hung up already. Hello, everybody.
Oh.
I tell you, y'all talking some stuff, and I can't wait for this firestorm tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
Yeah, trust me. You not. Trust me. You know what? I've been off work since 6 o'clock this morning, and I ain't slept. I I try to sleep. My husband say, "Honey, aren't you doing a live?" And I was like, "What time is?" I said, "I just laid down."
I kind of know what you done pulled out, though. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
You know, you seen it?
I'm kind of nosy. So,
it's about three. It's about three or four things. It's about three or four things in there.
Yes.
So
I hope that, like you said, the attorney is really deep diving. When the young man brought it to your attention about the cover over, what is it? I should know all that stuff because I work with IT, but you know what I'm saying. Face overage and all of that. Millennials are very crafty.
Right.
And I ain't gonna get into
but you know but there's always you know what I'm saying, like I try to tell people, you can still tell, you can there's always other stuff like little, like he was saying, little glitches, or you can still tell by this person getting big or getting small, or it's swiping in, swiping out, different eye color, or arms growed or something. And in this video you literally see it. And that's what I said. I don't know if I'm going to speak and do a speak over it, because I don't want to just play it and people just look at it. I want them to say, this is what I'm looking at right here. So do you see this right here? I don't want to go in there and mark it. I don't want to mark it, because if I mark it, then they'll say, well, you're editing something. You know what I'm saying? Well, so what do you think? Should I go in there and show?
Don't
Yeah.
mark it. No, don't mark it.
Don't mark
Run
it?
it. No, run it like you normally do, and then say, now this is you. I don't know if you have the time because you're very busy. You run it the first time with the unedited version. What I mean by that, without you marking it. But then you go. But as you know where these points are, you write the what is it like 1.5 seconds on the screen. Stop it right there and say, in this segment right here, there's something that's very important.
Right. Yeah, because I don't want to mark on the video because people will say you marked on it. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. Okay, so you're saying at 10.22. Look at see, but I can speak on the video because I took the volume out because I don't need volume because volume is going to be crazy anyway. So you're not going to understand it. So I just took the volume all the way out.
Right. So you can say at the 10 point whatever mark, there is some things that I need you all to pay attention to. And once it gets to that point, you can
then say right here.
Right here. Exactly.
Right here. Start looking. I think maybe we could probably add an arrow.
Right.
And not too many arrows, but like arrows at the certain points where it starts at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I don't want people to say that was the arrow and that was the shadow of the arrow and that's this or whatever. That's right. I know they can always go back and do their own thing and then see it for themselves. But I just want anybody that's in here to see it for exactly what it is without me touching it.
I think my whole problem with it all, SB and family, and to your wonderful mods, the problem I have with the whole case is I've never seen a Barney Fife case like this ever in my life. It was murder. It's not so the baby didn't die. See, he was murdered. I'm sorry. And you all went just like them people didn't even live in the house. It was like they went down there. I don't know what happened. And everybody went home.
Right.
That's not how that should have gone. That house should have been off limits, forensic. We see it on TV. None of that happened.
Right.
You were able to throw the blanket out, the bed out, anything that you needed to throw out, the evidence that and listen to what the neighbors are saying or said at the meeting. We're scared. So then that means that area, though your son and some other people are running a what in that area, that you all have those people so shook up.
And not only that, Betty, when they seen that room, they knew that woman been locking them kids in that room. I mean, I know you need evidence, but when she said that they slept underneath that air condition, they should have locked her up right then. Yeah.
Everybody else sleeping in the front of the house, and you got two toddler 4-year-olds sleeping.
And she said the reason why she put them at the back of the house so they can be together.
Really? Okay.
She put them at the back of the house so they can be together. They can't be together in the kitchen. They can't be together in your room. They can't be together in the front.
Because Cash was very vocal. She said that. She said, I watched her the other day. Cash was the one. He was the leader.
Right.
And he asked a whole lot of questions. More questions than she wanted to answer.
You know what? I know I'm gonna get off here. And I'm just gonna say this. At one time I was fighting to keep custody of my son. And someone had told me, you have to have separate rooms for your kids because one is a girl, one is a boy. And I didn't know that was not true because they were young. I could still keep them in the same room, just they're separate beds. But I didn't know it. So I literally told my husband, he was mad, but I said, honey, we need to go downstairs in the basement and the kids need to get our bedroom. He said, what the heck wrong with you? And I said, yes, and it's true. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to do it. He says, I'm not going in the basement. There's spiders in the basement. I'm not going in the basement. Honey, I said, honey, I'm not letting them get my kids. They need to have their separate rooms. And you know what? I started making plans. He couldn't talk me out of it. He came home, and guess what? Our bed was downstairs in the basement, and my daughter had the master bedroom. My son had the other bedroom, and he was like, and that probably ruined my marriage, but you know what? That's what we were going to do. We wasn't going to put the kids in the basement.
That's right. It's a lot that people are overlooking, and you have the right to be of your own opinion, but perception. She's good at what she does. She's very crafty at getting people to believe. Like, I wish I was standing. What are you coughing for? Because truly, you're not crying. So what are you choking from?
Right. Right. You noticed that. You noticed that you could tell that was all fake. I can't do this.
I can't do. So what, you tired now because you're coming down? You tired?
And then when the news put
everybody running towards the incident, and y'all staying in y'all house. No, none of y'all in your house said, why is everybody outside? Nobody went. You didn't even go to see what people were going to look at.
Yeah.
Because you already knew.
And remember, the cops must have told her, because remember, she said, her daughter said, Mama, it has to be him. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So the police is acting like they ain't said nothing, but they had said something.
Yep.
They had to tell her, oh, we found your kid. I mean, you know, we done already, the kid been found a long time ago. She's, oh no, that couldn't be my kid. She's trying to act like that because my kid just now coming up missing. No, you're trying to make it where the police don't ask you questions, but the child had been missing way prior to this, and you called. And I don't get what's going on, but you know,
like, I don't like Trevor's mother. I mean, like, his mother was that. Come on, y'all have done a lot. So even if Darian DB was there, you know, they're gonna do the weakest link. But I mean every word. I pray that his mother and him will exhaust every means that they can to ensure that this young man gets the proper you know, help that he can. I really believe that he'll tell the story. He'll tell the story. He's telling the truth. It's just that the DA don't want to hear it. He has told his lawyer what's what.
Right.
I believe that. And I'm like USP, not like you, but I know one thing. Lawyers who have the track mark that this lawyer has, whether they switch off or not, he's not going to see that boy go in nobody's hands that's going to say, oh yeah, we're going to just go ahead and charge him out. He's not having that.
Right.
When he picked that case up, he said, okay, but what happened in these 3 minutes? That turned it around for me.
Now he says, Monica, even if that did happen,
exactly.
You know, what happened after that? You got 3 seconds. Exactly. He didn't even say minutes. Girl, he says you got 3 seconds. And you know, that made me think that was a challenge. That's saying I already have something that tells me that my client is not what you thinking and what you said, or whatever's going on, he already has a defense about it. But then he's telling them, give me the paperwork and let me do my job.
Yes. And everybody, we got to remember now, it is a circumstances of who you want to believe because of whatever it is. And she's well known in that area. She's well known for a whole lot of things that she does in that community. And we don't know who all she serves in that community.
Right. And it could be one of the neighbors out there that goes, you know, like when you live in a place and your kids run around or something, you get to meeting people. You may like them, not like them. You're going to pick and choose who you like, who you don't like. And then, you know, your neighbors see that somebody's messing with you or you in the paper or something. They're going to say something or whatever. And it's kind of like this one guy. Every time he opens his mouth, it's like, you know, he did this, he done that, he done this, he done that. And then we got people in the chat talking about it's a fact because this neighbor said it.
Okay, well, I tell you what, let it be your child and see if it's a fact.
You
want people to give whomever a fair chance. And I keep saying it over and over again. This is a classic case of people having to go back and reassess. Yeah, they're grown, but they're not grown. They are physically grown, number-wise, but you have to have certain conversations with them. You have to you have to holler at them and shake the roof off. And I think I heard early on his mother was opposed to him going around that house.
Right.
But she can't stop him. She can try. She could put a restriction, but you try to make them have as a normal of a life as possible. And I'm not talking for those who think I am. I'm not talking just this young man's case. This is personal for me, a family member. We did everything we could to do certain things to keep her away from certain areas. But when they have a mindset, I'm grown, ain't nothing wrong with me, you crazy. They get to telling you how you are. But then you have to let them go to a certain point, get wounded a little bit. But this is beyond wound. This young man is going to lose his life probably because people, whatever. And I hope Trevor's listening. I hope he understands that you put your kid in harm's way. You know what that woman was about. Regardless of what you was playing house with somebody else, and you left your son with her. She had the experience with you. You got away quick. Yes. It wasn't that you ain't want to come back. I'm trying to get a job. No, you was making sure you stayed away from crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Lady, let me get off of here.
All right, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All righty.
All right. Be blessed now, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Hey, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. I will chat with you ladies later, and gentlemen, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm getting tired, and like I said, I'm just not. I gotta go. I'm starting to get a headache. Same people, different day. Same different day. All right, you guys, be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.
Usually I'll say I don't know who this message is for, but today I know exactly who this message is for. It's for you. This message is for you. God told me to tell you that He hear your cry. That thing that you've been worrying about is done. All you got to do is let go. He waiting on you to let go so that He can move in your favor. He said He got something greater for you, but first you got to let go of what you got and not be afraid to accept what He has for you. Close that one door and go see what's behind the next door He got for you. One closed door is the next door for you to go through and walk into an opportunity, walk into your future, walk into your greatness, walk into your blessings. But He ain't finna give it to you until you let go of what you're trying to hold on right now, because what you're trying to hold on to right now, it can't go with you. You gotta let it go so that He can bless you bigger. You gotta let it go and trust Him. Let go, let God. This for you.